So now let's do few examples for handling parameters. Handling parameters, declarative pipeline supports parameters out of the box. So allowing the pipeline to accept user defined or user specified parameters at runtime via the parameter directive. So again, we have done it in our previous session, but that time it was not using pipeline, it was using a freestyle job. So we have used the parameterized job. So but that time it was using freestyle. Now we're gonna do using uh, parameterized pipeline. Now we're gonna build a parameterized pipeline. Okay, so configuring parameters with the scripted pipeline is done with the property steps, which can be found in the in our we have seen that now. So let me show that. So this is the last previous example. So now let me get back to that dashboard. And I think versioning. Okay, in versioning we have done it. Let me go for the configure, and here I've checked in. So I will uncheck it, and the project is parameterized. So now let me click on add parameter. So I would go for the string parameter, and this is what these are the three things we have to attach. That's what I'm saying. So the string parameter. So name, default value, description should be attached when we were writing the code. When we are writing the code, if you configure your pipeline to accept these parameters using build with parameters option, so those parameters are accessible as the members of params or parameters variables. So is the variable can be called as a params, params. So assuming that this string parameter, we are going with the string parameter, and we will name it as let me get back to the slide again. So we will name this as greeting. Okay, this is default example we have taken. So let's build it first. Let's build this dashboard. Cancel. So scroll up, select, change the build stamp. Okay, keep it, save. Get back to the dashboard, click new item, and this time I'd say Jenkins pass, and it is handling parameter, or you can say parameterized pipe, parameterized pipeline, whichever is the better. So click on pipeline and say okay, and directly scroll down. So parameterizing pipeline. So directly scroll it down and keep it pipeline script like this, and I will type this key here, code here. So pipeline. So this is our first directive and the first block, and then main block. Inside that all will come, I would say agent, and then any, and our parameters parameters directive, and inside that I have to attach. I have shown it to you earlier. First one is string, 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 and name. Inside that name, so I give it is chanting. Then we after the name, what we have a default value, and it is Hare. Then after that we have a description. Then it is how should I call him, how should I call him, and how should I approach him. Okay, so it's done. Yep, parameters directive block has been closed. Now let's attach the stages, and stages directive block has been opened, and inside that we will open a first stage. So that is stage, and okay, then space, and steps should be mentioned, and steps block has been opened, and echo. So now we have to mention the parameters that I have told you. Dollar symbol and then curly braces to protect the variable. Params, I have mentioned that. Params dot, what's the name of this? The name of the variable is chant. Okay, and let me close this and say okay. So let me save this, and I hope everything is fine with this code. Let me save this and run it. So the well scheduled, I guess. Yes, it's successful. Stage chant, and the the pipeline has been built. Now let me click on logs here. So print message, you see that? Hurry everybody. Hurry everybody. So that's what the print message. Absolutely fine. Absolutely well. So now let me build one more time. Okay. Let me get into the console output first. Yeah. Console output. You see the console output handling parameters are everybody in success. So is there anything missing? Let me restart from stage. Run. It's running. So third build. So now let me click on here. So after running one time, you will get this option that's a build with parameters. So now you click. So chanting is the parameter name, and how should I call him and how should I approach him. So default value is this, but I'll give Hare Rama or Hare Krishna and build it. So this is how you can give your default values. You can parameterize your pipeline even for the timeline. Let me click on log, and you see that Hare Krishna everybody. So then let me build it again. So close this and build with parameter again, but this time I would say Hare Krishna everybody. So let me close the bracket. So let's see. So the pipeline is being built. So it's done. Let me click on logs. See the log, the print message is say Hare Krishna everybody. So that's how it works. So that's how we handle the parameters. So then we have handling failure. So declarative pipeline supports robust failure handling by default via its, I think it's post section. So post directive, it uses a post directive to basically handles this failures. So this post section, which allows declaring a number of different post conditions, such as always is one condition, and unstable, failure, success, and changed. So the pipeline syntax section provides more details on how to use the various post sections. So here you can see that in this example. So scripted pipeline, however, relies on Groovy's built-in try, catch, finally semantics for handling failures during execution of the pipeline. So in the test, in this example, here we are building that stage. That stage name is test, and in the test example, the sh step, this is that sh step was modified to never return a non-zero exit code. So we have said sh make check means you should never return back to the, you should never return a non-zero exit code. So this approach, while valid, means the following stages needs to check the current build result to know if there has been a test failure or not. So an alternative way of handling this is which preserves the early exit behavior of failures in pipeline, with still giving a JUnit the chance to capture test reports, is to use a series of try or finally blocks. So this is one way, or another way is to simply use a JUnit. So the JUnit, once you use a JUnit, it has a capability even to capture the failures and store it as a report and give it to you in a target directory, inside the workspace.